So yeah, we gotta pull the full subframe. And the exhaust, which we only broke, well, Joe only broke one bolt, which is actually, that's good. I actually figured we would be breaking more than that.
The only one. And I'm just gonna re-thread it back in there.
Oh, you just put a, where'd it snap?
Didn't it just unthreaded the whole thing?
Oh, well, yeah, it's a bolt now.
That's what I'm saying now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It broke.
Well, I mean, it came unpressed, but yeah.
No, dude, I'm sending it, baby.
Yeah, that's not that at all. Oh, I probably look like I just woke up.
What?
I probably look like I just woke up.
You did.
I did just wake up. So we ended up having to pull the transmission, which was terrible. We had to disconnect the power steering off of there and there. We just got that strapped up and in there, which you can't really see that well. And then we had to drop the subframe. So 2 motor mounts, a bunch of bolts, drop that sumbitch down. Then...
Hey, you want me to tighten these completely right now?
I think so, yeah.
Or just make sure they all are going to line up?
I think you tighten it so that it spins together. Then we had to drop all of the bolts for the transmission and the torque converter, or the differential. So you've got 3 bolts here for the differential, and the whole thing swap in and out. And then we had to swap that on the ground, which was no fun. Then we had to slide this sumbitch back up and in and hook it back up. Now we're hooking the torque converter bolts back up now, which is also not so fun. So this is the tranny once it's out. And it's really not that bad. It's really just these bolts across the bottom here. The bolt right here is hidden behind the starter, so you really need to get this bolt before you try to pull it apart. Otherwise it won't come apart, trust me, we know. These are all really easy to get to, and then you leave the transfer case on. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to wiggle out of there. Swap everything over, it's really not that bad. The worst part is you gotta support the motor. And we ended up using a jack stand for that and doing it on the ground. It was kind of a total pain in the ass, but I don't know of any other way that would have been any better. Because if we would have used the engine lift, there would be no room for the jacks to get in there for the transmission. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure there would have been a way. Probably would have been safer that way.
What?
What's jack stand? Engine stand.
The engine lift?
Yeah, it would have been safer.
I don't think so, because you couldn't. How would you have gotten their jack in there? Because you got to remember the legs. The legs would have been right where you would have needed to be with the jacks to do the training.
Do you remember if there was a bolt in front of this breather?
Yes, there was. But. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We didn't really film a whole lot because it was a giant pain in the ass, and you kind of forget to film when you're having a giant pain in the ass. There's also not a lot of information on how to do this out there, so we kind of were winging it. So I'll check in with you guys once we get a little further in whether or not this works or not.
Thinking about it, but I was like, not really. It's hot.
So surprise, we did a bunch of stuff and didn't film any of it. We changed the transmission. I don't even know when the last time it is we gave you an update. So we put the transmission back in the car, and then we pinched a wire for the starter. So we had to take, Joe spent all day today taking all that back apart a bit so we could get that out and fixed.
Which is out and fixed.
It's out and fixed and done. It was pinched on or about right there.
Yep.
So now we are all put back together.
Yeah, I just wanna, I'm gonna do it once over underneath, but yeah, it's pretty much everything's put back together.
Yeah.
Just gotta put the battery in. And got a few square bolts left, but I think a lot of that's coming from the transmission and valve body. And a bunch of other bolts here and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have some because the new transmission came with one.
Yeah, they were very small bolts, really small bolts. So
Yeah, so we're gonna get this thing back on the ground. You're gonna go up and look at it? Is that what you're doing? You're gonna roll up under there and...
wait for it to go up. You gonna go up?
You wanna go up?
Yeah, you gotta unlock it. It's sitting on the block.
I forgot we actually used the lift the right way now.
Yeah, dude. You got to.
Listen, it's new. So yeah, we're gonna put it on the ground. We're gonna fill it up with transmission fluid. And then I'll probably take you along for the test drive so you can see the look of either success or 100% defeat when it either works or doesn't work.
Hey, my phone's still low. My phone's up.
Yeah.
I found my phone, Brian.
All right, so I'm gonna go all the way down because,
Yeah, dude.
you know.
I may or may not have found the airbox bolts until about 10 minutes ago.
Hey, question. Did you ever check the drain plug on the new transmission?
You just creep right under there, dude.
Okay. All right, we'll catch back up to you once we're about to go.
You need a ride? Ice cold air conditioning. When I say ice cold, instantly cold.
Bless it, this thing gets cold.
Alright, let me just move my...
All right, as much as I love this.
Yeah, I gotta...
Took a minute. Easy.
I'm just gonna drive it normal down the road. Right. That rear brake does not sound good.
Brakes sound a little rough.
Driving, it's definitely not straight steering wise, by the way.
You're off a tooth?
Hear anything funky?
Not yet. It's just wind. Yeah, it's just wind.
Hold on, let me do that. When I turn around, I'll do it.
Just want to see what gears it'll go into. Those brakes don't sound the best. But the car hasn't been driven either.
Did you put the nuts on all the steering?
I don't know the what?
Steering components?
Yes, and I tightened them. Reasonably sure.
Alright, 2.
Second, first. Oh, that's smooth. Instant.
There you go. Yeah!
I heard
Yeah!
a noise when she clicked up.
Did you? I think
Yeah.
I think it was something else.
I don't know what it was.
We'll do it again.
But it went up to third, it came back down to third. I definitely heard a noise, but I don't know if it
I thought it
was...
was leaves that I heard.
I don't know what it was. It was that, whatever that is.
Sounds like a dust shield.
Could be. I mean, as much as I don't really want to fucking make a whole bunch of speed down up and down the road,
Just gonna do it one more time.
we kind of need a higher speed test. I would just leave it and drive and see what kind of speed you can get out of it.
It feels like it needs an alignment.
Oh, it probably does.
That's fourth, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fourth.
Yeah.
That's it. Brand new transmission, man. Unbelievable. 2014 transmission.
I hear something flapping down there. I don't know what the hell it is.
We'll go investigate the noise.
this tire. At a certain speed, it starts making a noise.
I wonder if it's because there's no washer on that.
I don't think so. It also could be, I don't know what the air pressure is on any of these tires.
I aired them up all to 32.
Okay.
It's gonna be running for a bit.
Gonna have to, because the battery's shot. Pop the hood. Thing because I can't.
Wow. Smoke.
Where? Oh, I see it. Sorry.
Coming from down here.
Well, it's probably the exhaust coming off the exhaust and up. Yeah, it's gonna be all the crap that we dumped all over the header and stuff. Fan has not come on yet either. It's warm. Alright, yeah. Take a bit. So yeah, that's a huge fucking success is what that is. I mean, so part of me at this point wishes we just fucking changed it to begin with, but the other part of me, after being scared with
battery.
what?
Oh, that battery.
I spilled juice on it.
Okay.
The other part of me, you know, after dealing with what we did with Granberries, I felt like we had to chest everything we could.
Oh, I completely agree.
You know, so yeah, it's good news. We're gonna clean this piece up and put it on the marketplace and make some money to do some upgrades to that little girl, and some upgrades for my stuff too. But airbags, or some money to maybe play.
All the money to play with
That little guy, or maybe the one next to it.
that. Go to your right a little bit. Your right a little
I like this camera.
I wanna kick it into a heat cycle. Make sure the
I'd
fans
let it
come on.
run up. Well, I know it did. It had to have done a heat cycle when we let it run for 2 hours that one day.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna turn on the AC to make it hotter too.
Sure. All right, so that's going to be the long and short of it. We're going to do some little stuff. I'll probably take some footage of it once he cleans it up and makes it look nice, and throw that in at the end of this video as a little montage. But other than that, it ran. We got no codes. I'm super stoked about that. God, has everyone seen what happened?
Yeah, dude. This is what happens when you're
This is first bald summer.
first bald summer.
First bald hashtag first bald summer.
Lessons learned.
Mistakes were made. Wear a hat, pops. But yeah, thanks you guys for checking in. Sorry it wasn't the most instructional video. If you guys do have any questions and you watch this, go ahead and ask and I'll tell you whatever we can. But this was a giant pain in the ass, and when it got to being a giant pain in the ass, we didn't film very good. That's where it'd be nice if we had someone that would film us instead of us working and filming at the same time.
There's no cross members got to come out. Easier to pull the transfer box off with it too.
Yeah, leave the transfer box on.
Cross members come out.
Cross member comes out.
2008
Steering sucks.
Kia Sportage hashtag.
Hashtag don't buy one ever.
Buy this one and then don't buy another one.
Yeah, facts. All right. So yeah, thanks for watching, and check us out on the next one, man. That's not even what I say.
There's a bolt.
Oh hey, there's a bolt that went there. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We'll check you out on the next one. No, because I'll both call it. Nope. Look how much it's gone through today. He doesn't have the car, and it's barely a skip out of it.
I know, but I gotta do this multiple times.
You know, if you do it thicker, it won't fall off.
That's fine. I just gotta have it loose.
Oh yeah, don't you know? Yeah, that's what I do.
This is 20 bucks. And it works so much better than the pressure washer did, dude. I waited in line for 40 minutes at Lowe's for this thing. Wait, now we're up to this. Special tips. Like I'm gonna have to go over with hand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hand wash it. That's how thick it is.
Yeah, that's really
Oh, it loosens it up is what it does. I'd rather just hit it with a fucking microfiber. Yeah.